Welcome back to Compelled Cooperation. Ben here, about to take on Chex Quest 3. Finally, the final game in the Chex Quest trilogy. The final episode of Chex Quest, in Chex Quest episodes that is, and the 11th episode of Compelled Cooperation on the topic of Chex Quest. So as you can see, it is titled Invasion. And this was the one that was made several years after the rest. So we're going to do Extreme Moves again. Alright, here we go. So yeah, this game came out in 2008, significantly after all of the other Chex Quest games, both of which came out in 1996. As you can see, this is a much more expansive level than the rest, since this was created natively in the Z-Doom engine. They were able to take advantage of newer design paradigms and additional vertices, and they were designing for computers from 2008 as opposed to computers from 1996, which could handle a lot more, obviously. I'm gonna get this guy here. Did he get me? No, he didn't. There we go. Not a lot of ammo thus far. There we go. Yeah, as you can tell, this is a much different kind of level. But interestingly, even though this is arguably not as official as the other games, all of them were designed using modding tools. One of the things that was useful about using the Doom engine to keep costs down, in addition to the licensing fee being low, because it was a quote-unquote old game at that point in time, since Quake had come out with a better engine. There were lots of modding tools for the community that already existed. So stuff like Doom Builder and other different things were actually used by the real development company, Digital Cafe, even though they are technically modding tools for the community, and they aren't really official. They were able to use them to take care of creating the original Chex Quest and Chex Quest 2. Whoa. That's apparently the universe. There we go. Chex, registered trademark armor. Like the dark colored doors here in the universe room. Those are textures that didn't exist in the previous two games. There's a Chex, or not a Chex, a Flemoid meteor invading the Earth. So I need to add a brief correction to what I had said in some of the previous episodes about the vertices and level design. So the level design was simpler in Chex Quest 2, but all of those, since we're playing in the Chex Quest 3 Z-Doom Trilogy Edition, whatever you want to call it, those levels that we played were actually already redesigned. So they were much simpler and more controversially perfunctory, I guess would be a good word for it. So it definitely appeared much more like it was just a rushed out thing to capitalize on the original Chex Quest success. Which is why it was redone as a part of this Chex Quest 3 release. Since they figured, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and create another additional game, I might as well release the other two, and while we're fixing things, let's just fix up the, not embarrassment, but the dissatisfaction with the second game. Oh, we're back in here. And I don't yet have a red key. So I'll have to go in some of those other doors. One of the things you can see that distinguishes this from the previous one is just how much is not pouring square walls. That was the big, oh, this is creepy. Those appear to be nighttime goggles. By nighttime goggles, I mean night vision goggles. I'm in children mode, given that we're playing Chex Quest. But funny I should end up speaking on that topic. Recently, I mean very, very recently, we're talking 2016 here. The guys that made Brutal Doom, or whoever it was that made Brutal Doom, which is a mod for Doom that makes it, if you can imagine, more gory and explodey and everything else. They included an Easter egg, which was Chex Quest 1, 2, and 3 support. I think it's 1, 2, and 3. There's some level of Chex Quest support anyway. Oh, it's another hidden thing. Interesting. Apparently every universe thing, or every galaxy rather, this entire room is the universe, and these are just galaxies. I'm not an astronomer, but I like to think I understand science a little bit. Anyway, there is a Brutal Doom Easter egg that lets you play through some of Chex Quest, or at least all of the original Chex Quest, I don't know about the other ones, in Brutal Doom with Brutal Doom guns and exploding phlemoids with giant gibbed remains and all sorts of other really intense, gory wonder. I'm just reveling, oh, that's new. Reveling in what Doom was known for, except as Chex Quest. That guy can tank a lot of hits. I need to be careful of them. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more where he came from. Hey, more of this room. Similar to the second one, the second Chex Quest, I've only played through this one once. And hey, that was apparently the end. Nice new background for this. A little bit over par, but that's not too bad. Similar to the other one before Chex Quest 2, this is a lot more difficult, and it gets a lot more difficult at the end because Charles Jacoby, in developing this, wanted to make a full game and make it really be a epic conclusion to the series. But we'll see more of that in the next episode.